Hi guys, my name is Asa and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it's going to be another book related video and it's going to be a book haul. It's going to be more of a combination of a book haul and a library haul, so let's get started. So the first haul I'm going to talk about is my library haul, and I borrowed 7 books from my local library, Pustaka Miri Sarawak. I'm going to put all their links down below to their social media. And to be quite honest with you, I borrowed these books like last year but never got around to reading them, and I just recently renewed them because I forgot to renew them. And I have to tell you guys, do not be late in renewing your library books because I got fined and it was 44 ringgit. Yeah, it was a lot. So let's get started. The first book that I borrowed from the library is Boy Snow Bird by Helen Oyeyemi. And this one I think is a retelling of Snow White. I basically borrowed this book because it looks nice. I mean, there's a rose there. If you can see properly, there's a snake and there's a rat. Plus it's green. So my favorite color is green. My favorite color for now is green. So that's why I borrowed this book. The second book that I borrowed is Inheritors by Asa Asakusazawa. The reason why I borrowed this book is because I read a review by Jess Reads. I'm going to put her link down below. And I think she reviewed this, if I am not mistaken. If I am wrong, this is going to be really awkward. But I think I saw her review for this and I was intrigued. The next book that I borrowed is Extreme Medicine, How Exploration Transformed Medicine in the 20th Century. I cannot speak apparently. By Kevin Fong, MD. I was just interested, that's all. I don't know, no really fancy reason. The next one is Decoded, a novel by Mirza. Why did I read this? Oh yes, the reason why I wanted to read this is because in the front page written by the Financial Times, it's China's answer to Jean Le Carre. So that's why I borrowed it, because you know, John Le Carre, is that how you say his name? He's famous for Soldier Spy, Tinker something Soldier Spy, Tinker Tin Soldier Spy, something along those lines. That was made into a movie that was good. I haven't read it yet, but people say it's good, so I thought, you know, if people say it's like his book, so I'm like, okay, give it a go. The next one is Writings from Ancient Egypt by Penguin Classics. The reason why I borrowed these books is because I'm obsessed with anything Egyptian, especially their history, because, you know, mummies, pyramids, interesting. So, yeah. The next book is The Book of Gold Leaves by Mirza Waheed. I borrowed this because, again, I'm a sucker for good covers. Look at it. It's really nice. The last book that I borrowed from the library is The Lady Most Likely, a novel in 3 parts by Julia Quinn, Eloisa James, and Connie Brockway. I'm actually reading this. I don't know how many pages I am in. I think I'm halfway. It's a bit so-so for me. I'm not really enjoying it too much, but it's not too bad yet, so. Okay, now going to the books that I bought myself. Now, okay, one of it is, and it's not really myself, but it was gifted to me. Some were gifted, some I bought myself. So the first book that was gifted to me, and this is from the Sarawak Bookstagram Secret Santa. And the book that I got is Cersei by Madeleine Miller. I wanted to read this book for the longest time because I love Greek mythology, and it's Cersei. Look at the cover. Plus, I have heard a lot of good things about this book, and especially from the writer Madeleine Miller. So I just wanted to give it a go, and I got it. I have, I think Song of Achilles in my script, but I don't know. I'm in debate whether to listen to the audiobook or actually buy the hard copy book and read it as a hard copy. So I'm gonna read this as a hard copy and then probably make up my mind on Songs of Achilles. And the next book that I got as a gift is basically My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell, as well as The Garden of Evening Mists by Tan Tuan Ng. Ta-da! I got these books as a gift for my 2nd year anniversary with my boyfriend. He gifted them to me. Although I have to say, I'm reading My Dark Vanessa and I'm kind of regretting choosing this book as my anniversary gift because this story is fucked up. My God, this is the first book I would definitely say I will give a fucking trigger warning. This book is such a heavy read. Every time I read it, I have to take a break. 5-6 pages, take a break. Another 5-6 pages, take a break. Like, I read, I think, 50 pages or 30 plus pages. It took me an hour and a half because it's just that heavy. Every single page, I just take a deep breath and I'm just, whew. It is not an easy read, this book. Not at all. So whoever is interested in reading this book, please know there's trigger warnings for abuse, trigger warnings for grooming, trigger warnings for pedophilia, and all of that. Everything in between, above and beyond. Trigger warnings for all of that. Do not read if you are not in the correct headspace because you will get depressed. I mean, look at this. I'm reading it now. The dark colored ones are for, I don't know if you can see it, the dark colored tabs are for all the scenes that are fucked up. And look at how many dark colored tabs there are. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm only at page 84. I'm just getting started here. So, yes. I don't know about this book, The Garden of Evening Mists. Basically, it was a lot of, the reason why I wanted this book is I heard a lot of hype about it a few years ago. And I thought, you know what? Since somebody else is buying me a book, I might as well just try it out. So, here you go. Plus, Asian representation, man. I can't remember if this guy is Malaysian. I don't know. Is he Malaysian? I think so. Because look, in the highlands of Malaya, that's Malaysian, right? So, okay, the next book that these books I bought for myself. The first book I bought for myself is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I obviously love Taylor Jenkins Reid, because I have read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and my God, it's so good. I cried tears of happiness, tears of sadness, tears of frustration, every type of tears you can think about. So I am excited for this read. Plus, my friend Azzy also has read this book and she loves it. So I trust her judgment. The next book that I bought for myself, I don't know why. I feel like this year I really wanted to push myself to read more adult books. I'm kind of regretting it now because the next book that I bought for myself is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I don't even have words for it because we all know this book is torture porn. So I don't know how I'm going to survive reading this and My Dark Vanessa this year. We shall see. The last book that I bought for myself, okay, this was a pre-order, so it took forever to come. And I bought this because of the movie. Because I love the movie and I realized it was, from a book, obviously. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna read the book and compare it. And that book is, if you know, you know. It's Dune by Frank Herbert. Nothing much to say, honestly. My cousin read this and she could only get halfway because she wasn't really getting into the writing. And I kind of don't blame her because I read the first chapter and I had no idea what the fuck was going on. So, yeah. So I thought, you know what? Maybe reading an ebook is not the way for reading this book. So hence I bought the hard copy. Plus, I love the movie. I cannot wait for the second one. Are you guys excited for the movie? I hope you guys are because I loved it. It was great. I really wish there was less flashback or visions of Zendaya because, like, okay, we get the point. You're in love with her. Like move on with the plot. Like, it was 2 hours plus and I was so engrossed into it. And next thing I knew, the movie was over. And I'm like, what do you mean the movie is over? Nothing is resolved yet. I don't I don't understand. So, yeah. Well, that is all for my book haul / library haul for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I don't know, click like and subscribe if you want to, I guess. Bye guys, see you in the next one.